Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood, so you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. Whether you're packing for a vacation or dressing for a wedding, Nordstrom has head-to-toe looks for wherever summer takes you. From swimwear and bold color to romantic florals and dresses that make an entrance, find the right style for every unforgettable moment. Shop new arrivals from brands you love like Farm Rio, Free People, Vince, Waif, and Stod. Plus free shipping and returns and styling help whenever you need it make it all so easy. Shop now in stores at Nordstrom.com or download the Nordstrom app.
Collagen is one of the most talked about supplements on the planet, and the reality is most people are using it wrong. Now, if you're over 30 and taking collagen hoping that's going to magically fix those wrinkles, your joints, and your bone health, you need to hear this. Hey, I'm JJ Virgin, PhD dropout, sorry mom, turned 4-time New York Times bestselling author. As a certified nutrition specialist, fitness hall of famer, and globally recognized leader in health, I'm driven to keep asking the tough questions and use my podcast to simplify the science of health into actionable strategies that help you thrive. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on the show, and here's the fun part. When you send me your review, I'll reply to you using my on-demand virtual me. That's right, my team and I created a virtual JJ packed with my books, speeches, and wisdom so I can personally connect with you. Here's how you do it. Subscribe and leave an honest review of the podcast. Take a screenshot of your review. Text it to 813-565-2627. That's 813-565-2627. My virtual JJ will reply directly. And trust me, this will make your day. So subscribe now at subscribetojj.com and text me your review. Let's keep thriving together.
You said this place was steps from the water.
We just haven't found the steps yet.
How much did we save?
Enough.
Enough to get lost?
Or you could book a stay with Hilton.
Welcome to your oceanfront room, just steps from the water.
The Hilton sale is on now. Book on Hilton.com or the Hilton app and save up to 20% to get the stay you expected. When you want savings, not surprises, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Ready to soundtrack your summer? With Red Bull Summer All Day Play, you choose a playlist that fits your summer vibe the best. Are you a festival fanatic, a deep end DJ, a road dog, or a trail mixer? Just add a song to your chosen playlist and put your summer on track. Red Bull Summer All Day Play. Red Bull gives you wings. Visit redbull.com/brightsummer ahead to learn more. See you this summer.
Have you ever wondered whether collagen actually works or if it's just an expensive and incomplete protein powder? Hey, I'm JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author and nutrition expert, and I've been studying connective tissue, muscle, and aging physiology for decades. And I'm going to break down what collagen actually does, which the research actually shows, and exactly how to use it for skin, joints, and bone without falling for all the hype. Because collagen isn't magic, but when used correctly, it can be powerful. And, spoiler alert, it is something I take every single day. So what about you? Who should take collagen? Well, collagen makes sense for you if you are 30 plus, if you're lifting weights, and if you're not, get on it. If you've got any kind of joint discomfort and joint pain, If you're perimenopausal or postmenopausal, if you want to support better skin elasticity, if you care about your bone health, then this is something you're going to want to look at. This doesn't make sense if you are using it as a high-quality protein source. You're going to learn why it is not, or if you are under-eating total protein and you think this is going to save you. Because here's the reality. Collagen, think of it as a support supplement. Again, as I said before, collagen is not a miracle. It's a support supplement, and it best works when it's layered in with other things as part of your muscle first strategy. All right, so let's talk about what collagen actually is. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body. It actually makes up about 30% of your total protein mass. It forms the structure for your skin, for your tendons, for your ligaments, for your cartilage, for your bone. So yeah, it's that important. Now, I said, who's it for? And one of the things I said was, if you're 30 plus. Why? Because after age 30, collagen production starts to naturally decline about 1% per year. And then in women, this thing, of course, like everything, it seems to accelerate during perimenopause and menopause. Why? Because estrogen plays a major role in collagen synthesis. There was a study published in the Dermatoendocrinology journal that showed that estrogen deficiency significantly reduces collagen content in skin. And of course, what's that mean? Estrogen plays a major role in maintaining skin structure and function. Now, after menopause, estrogen deficiency accelerates all that visible skin aging. So that's why you've seen a lot of us, me included, using estradiol skin creams, because lower estrogen levels lead to thinner skin, and a lot of that's due to reduced collagen content. So what is estrogen doing? Well, estrogen influences your fibroblasts. Your fibroblasts are the cells that are responsible for producing collagen. And this declining estrogen is associated as well with decreased skin elasticity and increased wrinkling. So this is why skin elasticity drops and joints feel stiffer, and recovery just takes longer as we age. It's not vanity, it's not cosmetic, it's actually structural aging. Sorry about that. So here's the big thing though, and the big myth, because you'll hear collagen, it's a protein, but it's not a complete protein. And this is where people mess everything up. So collagen's not a complete protein because it's actually missing completely the essential amino acid tryptophan, but it's also low in other essential amino acids, especially the super duper important one for muscle, leucine. Because leucine, this is Dr. Donald Lehman's work, is shown to be the primary trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Research published in Frontiers in Nutrition showed that leucine is the key amino acid that activates the mTOR pathway to trigger muscle protein synthesis, and collagen doesn't provide enough leucine to do that. So if you're replacing your whey protein or your whole food protein with collagen thinking, I got what I need to build muscle, you don't. I love the whey protein or the other protein with collagen, but don't keep collagen on its own. Collagen's there to support connective tissue. Whey, eggs, meat, fish, my plant-based protein powder, my paleo-inspired protein powder, those can build muscle, but they're not interchangeable, okay? Super important. Now, what about skin? Does collagen improve your skin? And let's talk about wrinkles. There have been now multiple randomized controlled studies looking at collagen peptides and skin health. I'm going to talk about one that was published in the Journal of Drugs and Dermatology that found that oral collagen supplementation improves skin elasticity, skin hydration, and dermal collagen density when compared to placebo. And this review, this was cool because it was looking at 11 other randomized placebo-controlled human trials of oral collagen supplementation and a total of over 800 participants across all of these different trials. And what they came to the conclusion of was that oral collagen supplementation was associated with improvements in skin elasticity as compared to placebo. Several of the studies reported increased skin hydration following the collagen supplementation, and some of the trials showed increased dermal collagen density with collagen supplementation, and they dosed anywhere from 2.5 grams to 10 grams per day. The intervention periods were anywhere from a month to 2 years. Wild that they would do a study for that long, but I guess It's not like doing an exercise study where it's hard to get compliance. Here's the thing with collagen. It's totally safe. There's not going to be an issue with it. There's no adverse events from it. It's just a matter of spending the money on it. Now, there was another study that came out in 2021. This was another meta-analysis in the International Journal of Dermatology. And what they found was that hydrolyzed collagen significantly improved skin elasticity and reduced wrinkles after just 8 to 12 weeks. Now, this was a 2021 systematic review and meta-analysis, and it was published in the International Journal of Dermatology, and it looked at 19 randomized, double-blind, controlled trials with over 1,000 participants from aging anywhere from 20 to 70 years old. 95% of these people were women. Not sure why they would look at 20-year-olds. I mean, come on. Anyhow, this meta-analysis found statistically significant improvements in skin elasticity as compared to a placebo. And it also found significant reductions in wrinkles, improvements in hydration. And again, these trials were anywhere from a couple of weeks to 90 days. And they found that, and this is what the authors concluded, that the ingestion of hydrolyzed collagen reduced wrinkles and improved skin elasticity and hydration. So what do you get from all this, from all these different randomized control studies and comparison trials? Collagen improves your skin. But here's where I think people get confused and misunderstand it. It is not like you take collagen and it goes traveling to, oh, there's your wrinkles, and goes and fills it in. It's not like an internal filler. You eat collagen, you take it, it digests into amino acids and small bioactive peptides, which are these tiny protein fragments that can act like signals. And what these researchers think is happening here is that these peptides are acting as signaling molecules that stimulate these fibroblasts, and those are those cells that are responsible for producing collagen in your skin. So when you think about it, these signals are a stimulus. So I want you to think of collagen as a signal, as a stimulus, not as like, ingestible filler, okay? Which is tempting to do, right? So I think very exciting for skin. That was initially, I will say, full disclosure as to why I was so excited about it, but I will tell you why I'm even more excited about it, and it is for the joint side of things. And if you know me at all, you know I was a really dumb young athlete, and I have a lot of joint kryptonite because of that. So joints, I think this is where collagen really shines. In current medical research and opinion that showed that athletes supplementing with collagen hydrolysate experienced significantly reduced joint pain compared to placebo. And again, this was a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. Those are like the gold standard trials. It had 147 athletes that enrolled, 97 included in the final statistical analysis of this. And what they found with it was that, and again, these people were physically active athletes, and they had activity-related joint pain, no joint disease. So it wasn't people with osteoarthritis, that type of stuff. It was just like people who were doing athletic stuff, and their joints ached. And what they found was the collagen group experienced statistically significant reductions in joint pain compared to the people with the placebo. They took 10 grams a day. They did it for 24 weeks. And the pain reduction was observed both at rest and during movement, during walking, during standing, during lifting, carrying objects. And again, it was especially pronounced, this is important to me with my knee issues, in those athletes with knee pain. So that is a very exciting one. And then there was another one. Okay, so this is a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed that taking a collagen-derived protein with vitamin C before exercise increased markers of collagen synthesis linked to tendon and ligament remodeling. And again, another randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover trial where they had in very small subject group 8 healthy male participants. And they used 5 grams or 15 grams of a vitamin C enriched gelatin, or they used a placebo, and they took it an hour before they did exercise. They did jumping exercises, and what they found was an increase in the circulating amino acids that were used for collagen formation. The 15-gram dose doubled a blood marker of collagen synthesis versus the placebo, and the findings suggested that pairing a collagen-derived protein and vitamin C with exercise supports tendon and ligament remodeling. Now, this is important because why vitamin C? Vitamin C is required to help your body turn those collagen building blocks into strong, stable collagen. And one of the things that we know with collagen, when you add in mechanical loading, meaning you do some type of resistance training, it helps increase connective tissue remodeling. So if you're lifting weights and you're taking collagen with vitamin C, you may improve tendon strength and resilience. And that matters as we age because, man, it's when you look at what happens as we start to lift weights as we're older, the injuries are not happening in the muscle. They're happening where the muscle and the tendon connect or the tendon and the bone connect. It's the connective tissue that's the issue. I didn't even mean to rhyme, and I did. And this is why I take my collagen plus vitamin C before I work out. Next up is let's talk bones and aging. And remember, bone is not just calcium. Bone is a collagen matrix that gets mineralized with calcium. So there was a randomized controlled trial published in 2018 in Nutrients that showed the postmenopausal women who supplemented with collagen peptides for 12 months had significant improvements in bone mineral density compared to placebo. Man, is that super duper important. Think about that because part of what happens after menopause is bone mineral density falls off a cliff. We can lose 2 to 5% a year for the first couple of years. This was 131 women who were enrolled. And again, it was 12 months where they got either the specific collagen peptides or they got a placebo. And what they discovered here was that the collagen group experienced significant increases in bone mineral density at the spine and hip compared to placebo. That is huge. The bone formation markers increased in the collagen group, while markers of bone breakdown increased in the placebo group. And so the authors concluded that specific collagen peptides improve bone mineral density and support bone formation in perimenopausal women. I mean, this is a super duper big deal because in menopause, remember, estrogen's going down, progesterone's going down, testosterone's going down, and bone loss is accelerating. So if you want strong bones, you got to load them. You've got to have good vitamin D. You got to make sure you're taking in protein, but then collagen too, especially after 40. And a very specific form of collagen that's been studied here, something called Fortigel. I created a collagen that has Verisol, which is the one studied for skin, Fortigel, what's studied for bone, and vitamin C to help with making your collagen. And I have been taking 10 grams now before I go and work out when I have more blood flow to the joints. So that's my little secret sauce. And a lot of times if I'm fasting, I'll just throw that into my coffee. It just dissolves. It's easy. And if not, then I throw it into my smoothie or into my yogurt. So I just use my Reignite Wellness Collagen Peptides like that. Easy peasy. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that muscle is the priority. Muscle drives your metabolism. Muscle protects your bone. Muscle determines how you age and can make sure that you age powerfully. And collagen here, again, is a support nutrient. It's not magic. It's a great support nutrient, though. Get the fundamentals right, build your muscle, eat your protein, challenge your muscles, and then use collagen strategically for that connective tissue support and that skin support and that bone support. Now, if you want more straight science-backed breakdowns without the fluff, hit subscribe. I'm here every week cutting through the noise so that you can train smarter and age more powerfully because understanding how your body actually works changes everything. Be sure to join me next time for more tools, tips, and techniques you can use to look and feel your best and be built to last. Also, I'd love to connect with you and hear your thoughts on the podcast. Here's how. First, subscribe to the podcast and leave an honest review. Second, take a screenshot of your review. And third, text it to 813-565-2627. That's 813-565-2627. When you do, I'll reply using my brand new Virtual JJ. It's my on-demand virtual self built from my books, talks, and years of experience so I can interact with you directly. You'll make my day, and I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Hey, JJ here, and just a reminder that the Well Beyond 40 podcast offers health, wellness, fitness, and nutritional information that's designed for educational and entertainment purposes only. You should not rely on this information as a substitute for, nor does it replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have any concerns or questions about your health, you should always consult with a physician or other healthcare professional. Make sure that you do not disregard, avoid, or delay obtaining medical or health-related advice from your healthcare professional because of something you may have heard on the show or read in our show notes. The use of any information provided on the show is solely at your own risk.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry. Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable. From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces, ready to be engraved with your summer mantra. Each design moves with you, from beach days to golden nights, and every memory in between. Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection, in-store or online at pandora.net, and let your summer unfold.